What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. It's not just Thornton trustees that are making videos against Tiffany Henyard. There is another channel out there called the Lansing Journal. You guys should check it out. It's getting a lot of views. And the Lansing Journal, it seems to be a paper that really supports not Lansing, Michigan, but Lansing, Illinois. And it is a journal, I believe, representing Thornton Township. In this particular situation, there is a Thornton Township trustee by the name of Mr. Chris Gonzales. Now, this is a man that is very respected in the community. He loves this community, but he made a vital error because he nominated Tiffany Henyard. But slow your roll. I can understand how he made that error. First of all, Chris Gonzales is one of the trustees there that are trying to shoot down every single tax that Tiffany Henyard is trying to put out. Okay? He's going to explain it why he always does so. Play the clip.
And yeah, definitely.
There are few people who can make that claim.
Exactly,
yes. So, all right, getting into things a little bit here. We had a township meeting just on Tuesday, March 12th. And part of those meetings, you as trustees are voting to approve bills for various funds, usually three funds: the general fund, general assistance, and the road and bridge fund. Chris, you have consistently voted against approving bills for the general fund and the general assistance fund. And that's something that Supervisor Tiffany Henyard has critiqued you for in the public eye. Can you set the record straight? Why is it that you consistently vote against those approvals?
Yeah, definitely. For a couple of reasons. The main one, just the lack of information. As you said, you were at the meeting. Just even using that last one as an example. I'm sitting there, and they pass out that packet. That was the first time I had ever seen what was in that packet. Till I was sitting there.
And what has been her strategy to silence this guy since he's on the opposite side?
I think we've kind of implied it already, but for those who haven't been to Thornton Township meetings or maybe haven't read as much coverage about this, you tend to be, for lack of a better term, the odd man out sometimes. There's three other trustees, trustee board of four. Supervisor Henyard is also votes on various motions and things. Your name has been excluded from township literature. Your name, as far as the Thornton Township website is concerned, you don't exist. So correct me if I'm wrong, but my interpretation is the Henyard administration seems to view you as an opponent. And I'm curious why did that happen, and when did that start?
Well, first of all, the why. I mean, it's just the questioning. They just don't like that I'm asking questions. And once again, you've been at the meetings. I don't think I've ever asked anything that was out of bounds. As a matter of fact, I think I've went the other way and have tried to be super respectful and, just trying to keep a certain decorum. To me, I guess it just comes down to that just the plain fact that I've questioned things, and other than that, I really don't know. If there's any other reason, but that's the main one that I could think of.
Yep, she's taken him off of all of the Thornton Township stuff, everything, right? This is the same thing that she did to Kiana Belcher by removing her photo from the city hall. Play that clip.
Talk about, people watching, she took her picture off the wall and sit in the village hall, which is one of the most pettiest, childish things, because she's still elected. Talk about, that's why at the last board meeting, you seen her picture in front. Talk about her taking the picture down.
So this one really bothers me because I don't care how upset you may be at me. I'm an elected official. And as an elected official, my name should still remain on stuff. My picture still should sit in the village hall as everyone else. We were in the middle of a meeting, and I noticed that my picture had been removed from where all of the other elected officials' pictures were. And when we went downstairs into an executive session, I asked the mayor what happened to my picture. She instantly got offensive, like, what you talking about? I don't know what happened to your picture. So I was like, okay, well, my picture is down, and I'm just asking what happened to it. So I didn't get clarity. So I waited about 3 days, and just because I don't want anyone to, you know, be in any type of trouble, I went back up, and I asked people that's there on a regular basis, y'all know what happened to my picture? So the person started speaking and was like, oh, I looked at I noticed that and I thought it fell. And then said that they went over to it and they noticed it wasn't a crack, wasn't anything on it. And I said, well, I asked about it at the meeting and I didn't get a response. Everybody act like they don't know what a picture is. And the comment was, well, when she walked past, because I guess for a period of time it was sitting on the floor. When she walked past, she kicks at it, and then it mysteriously moved. That is about the outrageous, pettiest thing.
But I always wanted to know, how did Tiffany Henyard get into the Thornton Township after all, as a supervisor? Play that clip.
People in the south suburbs are mourning the loss of longtime leader Frank Zuccarelli. He was a supervisor in Thornton Township, chairman of South Suburban College, and Democratic committeeman there. He's been described as a faithful and devoted leader. Zuccarelli died today after a battle with cancer.
You see, Frank Zuccarelli passed away, and they needed somebody to be there. Well, Mr. Chris Gonzales was trying to be an equal opportunity person. And for that, I thank him. We always talk about, you know, we don't really see some support in the black community from other people, other communities. We talk about there is no black and brown coalition. I mean, you have a man that's Hispanic that wanted to give a young black woman an opportunity. He said it. She's young. I know he wanted to say black. He didn't. Here's a young lady that has some experience as trustee for many years. He's trying to give her a shot, right? But see, I want my editor to circle the date on this video and point the arrow there. All he had to do was look at this video and he would have found out what he needed to see.
All right, good evening, everybody. Trustee Jason House, Village of Dalton. So I was disappointed to see that the board meeting called by the Board of Trustees have been canceled this evening. However, we want to say thanks to the residents who came, gave great support, great energy, and we're always here for you.
Trustee Kiana Belcher. Thanks to our meeting that the Board of Trustees asked to have, that was published 48 hours ago, as we were supposed to do, to find out that the mayor has canceled our meeting. It was put on the wall, on the door saying canceled. We received the email about after 5 o'clock when the meeting started at 5:30. I think it's a total disrespect for us. No one received a phone call, anything stating why the meeting was canceled, and we could have still had a meeting. But we did listen to the residents, and we want to know that the Village of Dalton, that we are fighting for you. So as a board member of the Village of Dalton trustee, I would say that we will continue to fight for the best interests of the Village of Dalton.
Hello, my name is Trustee Brittany Norwood, and as trustee, the trustees and I called for a special board meeting today, and we get to the village, and the board meeting is canceled. So here we are.
Trustee Tammy Brown, and the Board of Trustees called a special board meeting today, and as you can see, the board meeting was canceled. So, canceled by who? Don't really know. If it is the village administrator or the mayor canceled this meeting. But we definitely need some answers as to why this meeting was canceled this evening.
This is Trustee Edward Steve. The trustees came together today to call a special board meeting, and without us even knowing when we got up here, it was canceled.
That's right. If he would have saw that video was dated November 2021, right at the Dalton trustees, he would have made sure that this video, Dalton board meeting canceled without proper notice. If he would have clicked on that one video, he would have never nominated her. And he said it. She went into the man's seat and said, what will they say now? So she had a problem going on in Dalton now. That's what happened. Now this guy cannot believe he made that mistake. Can't believe he made that mistake. You see? And it's backfired. A lot of people say, you know what? That lady's a single mom. You know what? That lady needs an opportunity. Get it. But sometimes you got to look at if the person is good or not and what they're doing. Like, that's what you got to look at. I'm not trying to be mean, but you got to look at that. Can the person swing the bat and what they're doing? Sometimes you don't look at it like that. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you just heard the bell. We're out.